before we get started with this video, I now sell merchandise. So if you're interested in buying a t-shirt or a mug, I have a link to my store in the description. I really appreciate anybody that purchases any one of my products. What's up, guys? This is going to be the first time I'm feeding my baby hognose snakes on camera. And we're going to start off with my Super Arctic Conda 50% het Mai Tai female. And she's been one of my best eaters for me. And when it comes to the babies, I don't like to film them until I get them established because this takes a lot longer than a lot of people realize to feed hatchlings. It can take up to like 2 hours for me to feed like 20 hatchling babies until they get established. As you can see, she smells the mouse, but it's kind of reluctant to actually take a bite. And there you go. And then that's a good example of what they'll do if they get scared. They'll spit the mouse out, which can be frustrating, but as you can see, tried it again and got her eating a mouse. Like I said, she's doing good. She hasn't missed a feeding so far. Next up is my Super Arctic Super Conda 50% het Mai Tai. And he's also been an excellent eater. There you go. Really like the way these guys look. I actually wish they kept that dark color. And then we have right here, this is an Arctic Super Conda. This is a male. And then right here we have his brother, who is also currently listed on Morph Market. So if you're interested, I'll put a link to the ad. He's doing really well too. I really like his the markings on his face. Really unique. All right, now we have my possible het leucistic clutch. These guys are great eaters, but they're very skittish. And their dad is Curry, who is my extreme red lineage, and his genes really passed on to all these guys because they all look pretty much the same. So here's another one right here. It took a little while to get established because they're so skittish, but now they're really good eaters. They really strike the mice. This is a darker red one right here. Then we have this pretty light red one. I think this is a female. Really pretty. One of the prettiest ones I have. And this is the tiny baby. This is the 1 gram. And I think she's actually in shed because you see she's kind of dark compared to the other ones. And now we have my Lemon Swarmer to Granite Jungle Clutch. This first guy up has a nice Woma pattern, nice browns. He's probably the biggest baby that I have so far out of all the clutches. Hasn't missed a meal. He looks really good. Can't wait to see what he looks like after his next shed. And this clutch is growing faster than my other clutches. I have like more than half of them in shed. This right here is a female. Really pretty one. She probably has the nicest colors, and she is in shed, and she's still this light brown. Next up, we have this female right here who hatched out really brown. So I'm pretty interested to see how much this one will lighten up after the next shed. And then we have this one. This was the first one that shed. I think this one went into shed at like 27 days after it was born. Look at that nice pretty color. Here's a nice normal looking one, which I think is going to have a lot of nice yellows after it sheds the next time. Really good eater. Then we have this one. This was another one that's going to have some nice yellows after it sheds for the next time. And here's one of my best Womas. This is a male. He's doing really well. I wish I would have produced more females, but had terrible odds this year. And here's a sibling to that one. As you can see, this one's in shed. It's a little darker, but it's still eating. And this one is going to be really pretty. I'm really interested to see how this one and the next one look after it sheds. And as you can see, this one has the cloudy eyes, but they are still eating. This clutch is doing better than expected. Last year I had some problem eaters, but not this year. And look how pretty this one is. This one actually had its second shed. And you can see the light browns and the yellows. And that's just a normal. Here's another really dark one that's in shed. Really interested to see how much it'll lighten up. And as you can see, another one in deep blue shed. This is the one that looked the most Arctic to me, had the most contrast. And here's my lavender het albino female. She got a lot of attitude, loves the bluff strike, but eventually once she smells the mouse, she goes and gets it. Really love her color. Just gotta find a male for her. And last but not least, we have my special one, the full stripe, taking his first meal. And I now have a Patreon account for those who want to support me even further. Here you will have access to exclusive videos, giveaways, as well as discounts. The link will be in the bottom in the description. And if you purchase Reupload, feel free to use the discount code ShovelHogs to receive 5% off of all purchases.